Wild Thyme Cooking with Allison Davis is brought to you by Corman Kitchen and Bath.
Hey there, welcome back to Midday Kentucky. Chef Allison Davis here in the Wild Thyme kitchen. And I'm just holding on to summer here with this recipe, but this is an easy go-to salad. You could take it to work, you could have it just honestly any time of the day, and this would make a great side dish to go with anything that you're wanting to grill out. So we are kind of taking the last bit of our produce that we're still seeing, and I've got a bunch of fresh diced tomatoes here. And we're just making a simple salad. This is, like I said, summer in a bowl, but I think I could have this all year long. So some diced tomatoes that I just cut up. I definitely recommend using like a serrated knife when you're cutting a tomato, just because it's going to cut it really nice and precise and not squish the tomato at all, because these are really nice and ripe. All right, we are going to add in fresh corn to this, and I'm just using the corn raw because that's going to add a bit of a crunch and sweetness to this recipe as well. So you do not cook this corn. We're just going to cut it right off the cob raw and just add it right into our tomatoes. All right, everything's just going in this bowl, so this is super simple, and this is going to come together extremely quickly. I've got a cucumber here. I'm just going to cut it in half and just do kind of a medium dice on that. And then we're going to mince up a little bit of garlic. The garlic's optional, but I always like to find ways, like creative ways, to add garlic into my dishes, just simply because it's really good for you, good for cardiovascular health, and just good in general, just for digestive. So we're going to mince up a little bit of this and just kind of throw that in there. And then we're going to talk about some fresh herbs and the vinaigrette for this. I am going to simply use just some lemon juice and some olive oil and salt and pepper. Okay, just got to get this minced. Mincing is so easy, but sometimes it takes a little bit longer just to get that nice small size. All right, so garlic, minced garlic in the bowl. And then we are going to add, I like a little bit of the briny fresh capers, so I'm just adding a touch of capers in here. Now, your recipe is going to call for just say like diced red onion or sliced onion. But one thing I like to do, just because I feel like red onions are a little bit harsh and a little bit strong, is I will go ahead and pickle them, and I'll just keep them in the refrigerator. By pickling these onions, I just took fresh onions with red wine vinegar, a little bit of sugar, and some water. Steeped it just to kind of heat it up, and then just let it sit and let it cool. So now we have these beautiful like pickled onions, and they are great on anything. They'll go great on a sandwich, on a burger, on fried chicken. I mean, you name it, they're good on everything. All right, so we got our onions, our cucumbers, our tomatoes. We're going to go in with some fresh lemon juice. I've got my little cheat here. I love using the Santa Cruz lemon juice, and olive oil, and just salt and pepper. And then the final thing, and this is really the most important ingredient in my opinion, is all the fresh herbs that we are going to add to this. So we've got some fresh mint, fresh basil that we're going to chiffonade, which is just taking the leaves, cutting them, rolling them up and cutting them like in a nice little strips, like ribbons, and that's like a perfect chiffonade. So we're just going to add this fresh cut herbs right on top, and that's just going to brighten this entire thing up. We're going to mix this up, and I'm going to serve this up for you, for my camera crew. And you guys can find this recipe if you go to middaykentucky.com/recipes tab. This, along with many others, along with videos, and you can also find them on my website at wildtymecooking.com. We'll be right back after this short break. Thanks for watching.